Good morning. Good morning. I am Serafina Monique, and we are back with our second day on our 31-day self-love journey. Okay, so the topic for today will be the importance of self-love. Okay, the importance of self-love and what is self-love. Okay. So I looked up the definition of self-love, and the definition is a state of appreciation for oneself that grows from actions that support our physical, psychological, and spiritual growth. Okay, so I really like this definition because so many times, you guys, we think of self-love as just taking care of our physical appearance. Okay, we tend to think that self-love is just going to get your hair done and going to get your nails done or going to get a pedicure or whatever external things. But this tells us that not only is it the physical part of you, self-love is the physical part, your physical growth, but it's also your psychological growth. Okay, psychological as well as your spiritual growth. Okay, so it's like your physical, mental, and spiritual. Okay, so self-love is taking care of all three of those. Okay, so you look good. It's good to look good. You look good, you feel good, but we don't want to always focus on the outer appearance. We want to focus on our mental as well as our spiritual growth. Okay, so you can tell, you guys, you can tell how much someone loves themselves. You can tell how much someone values themselves. You can tell whether or not they know their self-worth based off of what they accept. Okay, based off of what they accept from others. Okay, and sometimes we accept less than what we deserve. Okay, we accept less than what we deserve because we don't know our worth, honey. Okay, we don't know our worth. And if you don't know your worth, then somebody else is going to put a price tag on you, sweetheart. Okay, somebody else is going to put a price tag on you, and you know that when somebody else put a price tag on you, they're going to try to get it for the cheapest price. Okay, they're going to try to get a deal. Okay, but if you know what you're worth, then you know and you understand that this is my worth. This is what I'm going for, honey, and anything less I won't settle for. So if you come with anything less, don't come at all. Okay, come correct or don't come at all. Come correct or not at all. Okay, and you're gonna have people that come into your life and try to give you less than what you deserve. And so it's important for you to know what you deserve. Okay, so that if they're not giving you what you deserve, you can exit stage left, honey. Okay, so know your worth. Know your worth, and we have to learn to love ourselves so that we don't just put up with anything from anybody. Okay, so I say this a lot. You teach people how to treat you. Okay, you teach people how to treat you. Like especially in relationships, you guys, we get to where it's like why do people do this? Why do they do this? Why do they do that? And it's like, because you've accepted that. That's what you accept. Okay, so you teach people how to treat you. Okay, so based off of what you accept. Okay, because if someone knows that you're not going to accept any and everything, they're not going to come to you with any and everything. They're going to come to you correct. Okay, and if they're not ready to pay what you're worth, then they're going to keep it moving. They're going to keep it moving. Okay, and it's up to you to know what you're worth, honey, because people will try to give you the bare minimum, and you have to know that you deserve so much more. You deserve so much more. Okay, so what else do I want to say? Okay, so we talk a lot. I hear a lot where people say, they're giving and giving and giving, and they are pouring and pouring and pouring, and nobody is filling them up. Nobody is filling them up. And you shouldn't be pouring from an empty cup. You shouldn't be pouring from an empty cup. Okay, so your cup, when your cup is full, that full cup is for you, honey. That full cup is for you. So anything that overflows is what you have to give to somebody else. Okay? Anything that overflows is what you have to give to somebody else. But so many times we pour in from a place that not, we're pouring from a place, from a cup that hasn't even begun to overflow. We're pouring from a cup that's not even full. And then we look for people to fill us up. And it's like, no, that's not their job. It's not their job to fill you up. Just like it's not your job to fill anybody else up. Okay? You keep your cup full, honey. And don't let anybody pull from your cup unless it's from overflow. Okay, unless it's overflow. Don't give all of you if you don't have it to give. Okay, don't give all of you if you don't have it to give, because at the end of the day, honey, you're going to have to figure out ways to fill yourself up. And then you're going to be feeling some type of way when you're looking for somebody else to fill you up, and they can't fill you up. Okay, which again, we shouldn't be depending on other people to fill us up. Okay, fill me up, God. Look, seek God seek God to fill your cup daily. Okay, seek God for that. Okay, because requiring someone else to fill us up, it gives them too much power over us, honey. And that's what a lot of our problems are. We give people too much power over us. Okay, and we give people too much power over us, and then we get mad when they can't come through. And it's like, no, it's not on them to come through, okay? It's not up to them to come through. It's not their responsibility, okay? And so something else I wanted to say, we have to learn to let go of things. We have to learn to let go of things. A lot of things, you guys, we may have unanswered questions to a lot of things that we are unanswered questions that we are looking to someone else to answer. And you can't make anybody give you an explanation, okay? Really, they don't owe you an explanation, sweetheart. They don't owe you an explanation, and you can't make them give you an explanation. So what we have to learn to do is we have to learn to accept things for the way they are and not the way we want them to be, okay? So accept things for the way they are and move on. It's like, I'm not going to go back and forth trying to figure out why something came to this or why something came to that. Like, I'm not going to wreck my brain trying to figure out what could have been done differently, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what could have been done differently, okay? So all we need to focus on is the here and now, okay? So we are here now. So what are you going to do about it, okay? So what are you going to do about your here and now? And the things of the past, you know, a lot of stuff you may not get an understanding from. A lot of things you may not get an answer to, okay? And it's okay. Like, you have to learn to be okay with that, okay? Because we can't let that stop our growth, okay? Because what we need to do is we have to focus on ourselves, honey. Because we got a job to do. You have a job to do, so you have to focus on yourself. You have to focus on yourself, and we can't live in the why or why not. We can't live in the shoulda, coulda, woulda been. We can't live in that. We can only live in the now and the reality of what things are now. That's all we can live in, okay? So I just encourage you guys, don't worry about the whys. Don't worry about, especially if you can't control the whys, especially if you can't get an answer from someone. Don't look to somebody else for closure or for anything, okay? Because you give them too much power over you, okay? So what you need to do is, what we have to do is just accept things for the way they are and just move on, okay? Because we don't want to get stuck wondering why when we have a a job in front of us. We have a job in front of us, okay? And so, next thing I want to say is we have to learn to hold ourselves accountable for things, okay? Hold yourself accountable. Okay, so no matter how things are going in your life, um, no matter what has transpired in your life, like no matter what someone else has done to you, it's like, what role did you play in that? Okay, and whether it's just allowing somebody to be around you too long. Okay, so you had to play a role. You play a role in everything that goes on in your life, mostly. Okay, so you play a role of what goes on in your life. So it's like, you know, what part did I have to pay? So you have, what part did I have to play? So you have to hold yourself accountable for things, and we have to get out of the I'm the victim, everybody does me wrong, woe is me. We have to get out of that, okay? And we just have to, again, accept the stuff for the way it is, because we're not victims, honey. We're not victims, okay? We're not victims. So accept things for the way they are. We may not have liked the way something has turned out, but guess what? I'm not a victim, okay? I'm not a victim. I hold myself accountable for the part I played, and whatever, and I'm going to keep it moving, okay? So that's just what we have to do. We can't dwell on the things of the past, because we have to focus on ourselves, because you have work to do. You have work to do, sweetheart, okay? You have work to do. Okay, so another thing, and I think this is a final thing, I want you guys to pay attention to yourselves. Pay attention to yourselves, you guys, because so many times we are parents. We're parents. We have jobs. We're aunts and uncles, and we have a lot of responsibilities to where, it may things may pull us here and there and there and here, to where we forget about ourselves, okay? We forget about ourselves, you guys. And a lot of us, we don't even know what makes us happy. We don't even know what makes us happy. And sometimes for some of us, it's like seeing somebody else happy makes me happy. And it's like, okay, that's good, but you can't base your happiness off of the happiness of somebody else. You can't base your happiness off of your ability to make someone else happy, okay? Because you'll be like a hamster on a wheel, honey. You'll be like a hamster on a wheel trying to perform to make someone else happy, okay? And that's not fair to you, because what if one day your performance don't make them happy? And what then? What then? Are you going to internalize that and say, because I couldn't make them happy, something is wrong with me? Like, no, honey, no, we're not going to do that. So what we're going to do is we have to focus on ourselves. We have to get to know ourselves and figure out what makes us happy outside of seeing someone else happy, okay? So it's good to see your family happy. It's good to see your kids happy. But at the end of the day, I can't base my happiness off of them being happy, because what if they're having a bad day and there's nothing that I can do to make them happy? Is that going to make me feel bad? Like, I still have to be happy. I still need my happiness, okay? So I can sympathize with you, but I still need my happiness. I still have to find my happy place. So I just encourage you to start paying attention to yourself, okay? Start paying attention to yourself, and figure out what makes you happy. What makes you happy outside of somebody else, okay? Because at the end of the day, like, it's just you. Like, married or not, in a relationship or not, at the end of the day, it's still you, okay? And so pay attention to yourself. Start paying attention to yourself. Pay attention to what makes you happy. Pay attention to what makes you sad. Pay attention to your triggers, okay? Pay attention to your triggers and how you react to those triggers, okay? And especially pay attention to your triggers, you guys, because when we feel ourselves being triggered, we you want to try to get to a calm state, try to calm yourself down before you react in a way that's going to be hurtful to you or someone else. Okay, so pay attention to yourself. Learn, figure out what triggers you. Okay, figure out what triggers you. Okay, so I think that is all I wanted to say, but the little work assignment, the little homework that I want you guys to do, okay, I just want you to, for one, I want you to just look in the mirror, honey, and I just want you to tell yourself, I love you. Like, look in the mirror, look yourself straight in the eye, and just say, I love you. Okay. And it may seem crazy. It seemed crazy to me when I first did it. I was like, this is crazy. Like, I know I love myself. Okay. So this is just a crazy exercise. But I went ahead and did it, you guys. So I was just, it was crazy. Because I was just looking in the mirror, you know, looking myself square in the eye. And I just said, I love you. Serafina, I love you. Okay. And you guys, I just started crying. And I'm like, I don't, like I always do, I don't know why I'm crying. I don't know why I'm crying, but I just feel like, because sometimes, you guys, we love to hear other people tell us that they love us. And it, you know, if you think about how it feels when somebody else tells you that they love you, okay, think about how that makes you feel. And like, even if they show it, like sometimes we just need to hear it. Okay, sometimes we just need to hear it. And so that goes with you telling yourself that. Okay, so even though you may be thinking, yeah, I take care of myself, I know I love myself, but you need to hear that, because it's something about those words coming out your mouth and hitting your ears. Like, it just makes a ton of difference. So look in the mirror, and tell yourself you love yourself. Just say, I love you. Look in the mirror, tell yourself I love you. And then I want you to list 10 things that you like about yourself. Okay? List 10 things that you like about yourself and why. Okay? So I guess that is it for today, you guys. So just, and then journal, continue journaling. Okay? Continue journaling. Write about your day. And I do encourage you guys, whenever you have a free moment, to get a routine. Get like a morning and a nightly routine. Okay, so before bed, do this and this before bed. Like, you may, you know, you're gonna, outside of your showers and everything you do to prepare for bed, you know, you're gonna with me, I drink my tea, honey. It calms me. Okay, so I drink my tea, and well, this is what I want to do. I drink my tea, and then the plan is to drink my tea and to read my Bible and to journal, okay, before bed. And that's supposed to be my wind down. Do I get it done every night? No. Okay, but whenever I do it, it helps. Okay, so that is my my 3 things that I do to just to wind down. Drink my tea, read my Bible, and journal. Okay, and so get you a nightly routine and a morning routine. Okay, and in the morning times with me, I have to get up before Braylon, because I need that little time to myself before he gets up. Okay, I just need that little time to myself to completely come to my senses. Okay. I need that little time to myself. Okay, so your morning routine may consist of you know, maybe drinking tea, or, you know, cooking a little breakfast, or you know, listening to, you know, get your morning devotion, or listening to your morning worship, something on YouTube or something. But I just encourage you to get you a little, it don't have to be something that lasts an hour, honey, because I ain't got, if it lasts that long, I don't have time for it. Okay, so find you something simple to do. just to keep you, give yourself a little structure, okay? So, again, the little homework assignments, honey. Look in the mirror, tell yourself you love yourself. And what else was it? List 10 things that you like about yourself. List 10 things that you like about yourself, okay? So that is all for today, you guys. We are finished with our second day on our self-love journey. And I just encourage you guys to stick with your journey. Stick with your journey and do the work, okay? Show up for yourself and do the work, okay? Your future self will thank you for it, okay? So that is all for today, you guys. I am Serafina Monique. You guys enjoy the rest of this day and be blessed and be a blessing.